Hello everyone, welcome back to Key Comics Market Watch. Today I am doing basically the box that I bought on Saturday. It was raining hard and my LCS had a tent sale where they had 25,000 back issues. And as you can see, this is one of the basically you can either buy comics for $1 or you can fill up a short box for $50. So see, fill it up with the dollar books for $50. So I've definitely filled up this short box, and all the books basically, I say only maybe 20 of the books were bagged and board. Everything else was not bagged and board, so I was able to fit a lot in here. So I was able to fit more than this that's in here right now because I bagged and board everything. So I wasn't able to fit everything in here now. So I have two piles over here. So really it's like two short boxes now because of the bag and boards. But definitely I'm glad to show you guys what's in here because it's a lot of stuff, and it was great. I basically picked out some great stuff. So let's start off with Typhoon number one. Did the Typhoon Mary Volume 1. Got that. I only got it because it's the first issue of her first limited series. So then I got Manhunter number 0. I just like this cover. So, and I was like, might as well throw that. And then got issue number 1, which I like that cover also. So I haven't had no issues of Manhunter ever. So just happy to have it. And then I've had this before, Weapon Zero T4. So the way the Weapon Zero is, it goes T4, then T3, then T2, then T1. Instead of starting at T1, it's like a countdown. So T4 is actually the first issue. So it's the first appearance of all of them, and this art is amazing. In fact, the whole story was great, and I was happy when this first came out. I had gotten, and I no longer have that collection, so I was happy to get issue number 1 again, especially in the condition it's in. So definitely, if you get a chance, get this issue. All right, then Savage Dragon number 1 from his uh, not his limited series, but his first full run series. So this is not the first appearance. Then I got Supreme number 1. Just always like this cover because of the foil and stuff. I just like this cover. I don't know why. And then happy to get Blood Wolf number 1. Rob Landerfield art. All right. Then I was happy to get a Raza number 1, which is by Jeff Smith, which is the creator of Bone. And on the back of it was the Bone Halloween Ashcan comic. So was glad that that was. So this one was already bagged on board. This is one of the issues that were, and that was in there. So happy about that. All right, then we got Dark Horse Comics number 8, which is the first appearance of X. Is introduced in X, so it's the first appearance. I've actually seen this book in a 9.8 go for auction for about $80. So happy to get another one of this. In fact, I had gotten uh, got this book like maybe 5 months ago in a haul, and I got it for like 50 cents. So happy to keep getting these for cheap. All right, then I got Icon number 16, and this is against Superman. And this book actually, I've seen this one go for auction on Comic Link. If I remember correctly, it was a 9.8, and I think it was $90. But I just been a while. It was a while ago that I saw that. And then we got Icon number 2. So I'm gonna try to fill this whole run of Icon. I have issue number 1. I think I have like maybe 5 copies of issue number 1. In fact, issue number 1 is polybag, if I remember correctly. It's been a minute since I looked at my issue number 1. So happy to get those. Then the Lobo annual number 1, and this is the first appearance of Layla, which that's her right there, and she actually is an important person in the Lobo universe. So she appears a lot. She's appeared numerous times. So and it's great how they meet in this. If you get a chance, you should definitely read this. All right. Now we got Soulfire special preview, issue number 6 preview, issue number 6. Happy to find that there. And then I was really happy to find this Soulfire New World Order Limited Edition Retail Incentive, issue number 2. And when I saw this one, I couldn't believe this was in the Soulfire Long Beach Comic Con 2009, issue number 1. And this is limited to 1,000 copies, and I really am digging that cover. And I've actually seen this book go for auction in 9.8 for $250, if I remember correctly. So definitely a book that I was surprised to see and get and be able to put in this short box. So very happy about that. All right, now this issue right here, Lords of Avalon, Sword of Darkness. This is the second print variant, and I've never seen this ever. And when I saw it, I was just like, gotta get it. And I looked up on eBay and I can't find no copies. I was trying to see if there was any sold. I haven't seen none sold. So I'm very surprised. I guess this is a really rare book. So definitely happy to find that. Then this book right here, Joe Sin. I picked it up only because it said limited edition on it. And I was just like, I've never seen this book before. And I just wanted to see what it was about. And then when I finally opened it, it actually got another cover to it, the actual cover. So that's the actual cover right there. So I've never really seen this book before, and the art in it is kind of crazy. It's in black and white, but the story is out there. I'll say that. But definitely, I looked this up on eBay too, and there was no copies sold or being sold right now at all. So very not surprised, because like I said, I've never seen this before. So I was just happy to get some that I've never seen and that basically, I guess, not many people have. All right, so they had Thunderbolts number 16, and then Thunderbolts number 25, which I was hoping they had more of the Thunderbolt run, because I'm trying to fill the Thunderbolts run. Issue number 29. Then issue 31, issue 44, issue 45. And I really like this cover right here, issue 51. So this is the volume 1. Now this is the new Thunderbolts team right here. And this is issue 21. This is the team of Agent Venom, Red Hulk, Deadpool, Elektra, Punisher. Man, it was just an awesome. And Ghost Rider is in this one, so definitely a great book. You should definitely read this. Mephisto's in this. It's really good. Now I kind of want to fill the run of this. I have issue number 1. I made sure I got plenty of copies of those. I've been running into issue 1. I definitely feel this team, if they was ever to do a Thunderbolts team, I really feel they'll probably do this one, because has the more popular characters. So, but we'll see in the future what happens. All right, then when I saw this Bad Planet number 1, I was shocked to see that there. Now this issue right here, I actually already have this issue. I had bought a collection of 7 short boxes for $70, and this was one of the books that was in there. And I looked this book up and found out that it's a very valuable book. In fact, issue number 1 I've seen go for like $250. So when I saw this book there for $1, and it was still bagged and board. So there's one of the other books that was bagged and board, and I was just like $1. Had to pick it up. So very happy that was in there. And this is a Steve Niles story, by the way. All right, now I really couldn't believe this was in there. This is Amazing Spider-Man 687, and this is a Delato variant, and it looks great. It was in a bag and board, so very happy that was in there. And then this one too, Amazing Spider-Man 692, the 50-year variant edition, and this is the first appearance of Alpha. So very happy about this book too. This book right here goes for about 125 and a 9.8. So and this one right here, it's about $90 and a 9.8. So happy about that. Didn't expect to see those there. And then got this Jupiter's Legacy 2 by Mark Millard, and this is the Landerfield variant. Happy to get that. Never had that. And then, oh man, I definitely was happy this whole run was in there because I was trying to get the whole run. I've got a couple of issues, but I didn't have the whole run. But it's Thor and Loki, the 10th Realm, the original Sin tie-in. And they had issue 1 and then issue 2. And as you can see, you put them together. See? Ain't that cool? And of course, that's Angela in the middle. So that, you know, this is the story where they find out that Angela is Thor's sister. And there was a 10th realm, and Odin had cast away the 10th realm into like a whole nother dimension. So that's why it erased everybody's memory of the 10th realm. So that's how come Thor didn't even know he had a sister. So it was kind of crazy. Great story though. Happy to get that. And then they had issue 3. And issue 4. I'm really digging these covers. Really like them, especially this one. Really like that one. And I really like issue number 5 with Odin and Angela. Like that one also. Loving these covers. So definitely if you get a chance, get this whole series right here. It's really good. It's a great read. I'll put it to you like that. Then I got this Adventures of Superman 504. I only got it because it'll fill in one of the holes. You know, I'm not really a Superman fan, but I got a little run of it, and this fills one of the holes of my run, so just happy to get it. And then this is something I've never seen before, but when I saw the covers, I just had to get it. So it's Hilly Rose from Astro Comics, and this is issue number 1. Just, I'm really, something about this cover, I don't know. I like the art. And then Hilly Rose number 3, issue 2 is missing. So I like that. And then issue number 4. Now the inside of the books is the same art, but it's in black and white. So I haven't had a chance to read it, but I'm definitely going to read it. And then issue number 5. Just really, something, I don't know, I just like it. Alright. So I got to find issue number 2 somewhere. Pretty sure I could find it. I looked up to see if they're worth money. They're not really that expensive, but I didn't see too many copies for sale either. Then we got Valiant Reader issue number 1. And this basically is like if you read DC's Who's Who or Marvel's the Marvel Universe, where they tell everything about each character and, you know, their powers and first appearance and all that. This is basically the same thing, but for Valiant. So definitely a good book if you want to learn about the whole Valiant universe and all their characters. I definitely suggest that. Then Archer Armstrong, issue number 8. And also on the other side, this book is real thick, by the way, and it has also thick blood. Hold on, which one is it? I'm trying to remember. I forgot. Let's see. This Barry Windsor Smith art. The Eternal Warrior number 8 is on the other side. So it's a flip book with two books basically. And this actually has a first appearance, but I just don't remember who it is. If you see this book, definitely get it. Alright. Then we have Wildcats number 1. First appearance of all of them on the cover. And then issue number 2, which is the first appearance of Wetworks. So definitely, and Wetworks is awesome, you guys. So, and it just so happens that this one doesn't have the coupon. There's a coupon in there that you're supposed to cut it out so you can get image number 0. But and someone cut it out, so it's actually not there. So you definitely want to look for the one that has the coupon still in it. So was bummed out about that, but I don't care. Still first appearance of Wetworth. So all right. Now this really made me happy, you guys. All right, so Thor God of Thunder number 6 was in there. And the reason why I was happy is because, you know, this is Gorg the God Butcher. Now, if you haven't, I've talked about this in one of my other videos where this storyline was just so awesome. Like, basically it has Thor, basically is set in the future. And in the future, he basically is killing all the gods. Like, he's killing all of them. And then at this time, Thor is God. He's King Thor now. He's basically took the mantle of Odin. He's the king of Asgard, so he's older. And since it's in the future, he goes to investigate and see why, you know, what's happening to the gods, and he finding gods everywhere killed. You know, like they're hanging dead, and he's trying to find out what's going on. So he finds out it's him that's killing them, and when he faces him, he gets defeated by him. So he winds up he retreats and try to figure out a way to defeat him. So what he does is he actually gets Thor of the present to come into the future, and so he thinks them combined could, you know, defeat him. And somehow also the Thor from the past, before he even got his hammer, before he was worthy to have his hammer, he winds up bringing him into the future too somehow. I forgot how that happened, but so basically you got 3 Thors. You got the future Thor, King Thor, you had the present Thor, and you had the past Thor. So before he got his hammer. So basically all of them are there in the future, and basically they're trying to stop him from making this god bomb that's going to kill all the gods everywhere in every dimension and every time. Also, the bomb will set off and destroy every god ever made in time also, so it will destroy everything. So they have to try to prevent it. So it's just a great story, you guys. So when I saw these, I like literally just grabbed everything, like just grabbed it all. So you're about to see, because I love the storyline, and I really feel that the storyline, if they ever do something with it, is gonna make, like, if they ever do a movie or anything that pertains to this, is gonna go up in value. So issue number 6, I got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 of them. So now this is not his first appearance. His first appearance was issue number 3 or number 2 of Thor God of Thunder. And I wish those were there, but they weren't there. So kind of bummed out about that. Then it had issue number 7. Now this is the first part of the God Bomb story. So I had 1, 2, 3, 4 copies of that one. Then issue number 8, which is part 2. And issue number 8 is important because this is the first appearance of the Goddess of Thunder, which is 3 of Thor's granddaughters set in the future. And the granddaughters' names are Attila, Elazar, and Frigga. So definitely a key issue. So y'all should definitely be getting this issue out of all of them, and the first appearance of Grog the God Butcher. So got 1 copy, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 copies of that one. Like I said, I just grabbed them all. I didn't even care. I didn't even look at the condition. I just grabbed all, because all of them looked like they were in mint condition. So I just grabbed all of them and was very happy with the condition, by the way. All right, we got part 3, which is issue number 9. 1, 2, 3. And as you can see, there go all the 3. That's King Thor right there. That's present Thor. And that's past Thor with, you know, when he had that instead of the hammer. So, all right. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 copies of that one. Alrighty. And then part 4, issue number 10. 1, 2, 3 copies of that one. And then the conclusion, issue number 11. 1, 2, 3. And when you read this last issue of how Grog gets defeated, you'll be like, man, that's crazy. I mean, it's kind of crazy. The ending is crazy, but I love the ending. The ending was really, really good. And not only that, the weapon that he uses is called the Necro Sword. It's like a black sword that could kill gods. And right now in Venom issue number 4, if you're reading Venom, the Venom god, the symbiote god, he in his origin, he actually has that sword. So it's crazy, like everything's tying in together. So just remember that. And the first appearance of Grog, the God Butcher, is also the first appearance of that sword in that issue. So, and then we got issue number 12, and this is when they all go back to their respective places and respective times and stuff. So 3 copies of that one. So very happy I got all of that. So now, all right, the next set of books are Deadpool versus Old Man Logan number 4. And this is the variant edition. I actually already have, when this first came out, I think I picked up like 4 copies of this variant because I'm really feeling it. Not only that, this is actually the first time that that Deadpool actually really has Wolverine's claws. He got the antimadium in him, and it's not just a cover. So this is actually happens in the book. So this cover right here is what's going on in the book. Because you've seen him with the Wolverine claws before, but that was just a cover. It wasn't actually happening. So this is the first time it happens. So 1, 2, 3 copies of that. Then I just showed this recently because I got it for $1 at the used bookstore I go to, but they had some over here too. So I grabbed a whole bunch of them because I really like this cover. And this is the Mary Jane variant. So it's Daredevil number 21. And there's 2 copies of those. Out of the Mary Jane variants, I'm really digging this one. I really like it. Alright. Then I was definitely glad this was in there. It's Daredevil number 11. This is the first appearance of Muse. Now, Muse is a very interesting villain. He's very interesting. In fact, they really haven't really shown him a lot, and I really feel in the future he's going to be like another Bullseye type of villain for Daredevil. So definitely be on the lookout for Muse. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 7, 8, 9 copies of it. Very happy to get 9 copies of this first appearance. And I already have like four copies in my boxes already. So in my other boxes, when this first came out, I grabbed a bunch of them. So very happy to keep adding that. Then they had Amazing Spider-Man Renew Your Vows issue number 2 of the Secret Wars tie-in. I just really like this cover. The cover was calling me, so I was just like, I gotta pick it up. So picked that one up, in fact. And then Hail Hydra issue number 2. I like the cover. That's what made me grab this one too. Just I really like it. So, and then this cover right here, it's really false advertising, this cover, just to let you know. It's Guardians of the Galaxy number 15, and it says, and now Captain Marvel, and she's on the front cover. And I'm gonna tell you right now, she's not even in the book, so that's false advertising. But I like the cover. So, and I like this run of Guardians of the Galaxy with the team of Groot, Drax, Gamora, Rocket, Agent Venom, and Katie Pryde and Star-Lord. So, and I think, yeah, that's it. And then we have issue 21. All right. Had to pick that one up too. And then we have Guardians of Infinity #1. Just grabbed it because it was issue #1. In fact, I have almost the whole run now. I think I just need issue #2. All right, and then saw Goon 26 there. I was like, oh, I gotta get that. That's actually, there's 2 different covers for this book. So I was happy to find this one, and the shape is in issue 27. So this is these 2 books actually are worth some money. So I was very happy to find both of them. And I don't really have that many Goon books. Luckily, I have found that at a thrift store, I have found the Kickstarter one, which is very, very rare. In fact, the only copy they got on eBay right now is a near mint copy, and he wants 250 for it raw, not even graded. And yeah, that's probably about what I would sell mine for too, because mine's the near mint also. So picked up Green Arrow 28. The reason why I got it is because Green Arrow and Warlord on the cover like that, and Mike Grail, can't go wrong with that. So had to pick that up. I've never seen that cover, so I was just like, I gotta get it. And then Wonder Woman #13. This is a Terry Austin cover. Like it. Pick that up. Alright, now I don't know what this is. Saint Angel #1. But just had to pick it up. It's Image #1. So never seen it before, but I was just like, oh, I'm gonna pick it up. Just throw it in the box. Now, I also picked up Wolverine 171. I really like this cover, and I actually read the book, and it's pretty good. It's really good. I might actually do a video where I'm flipping through it and just show you how good it is. All right, then this one, the New 52 Futures In #2. And to be honest with you, the only reason why I picked up these 2 books, also issue #1. #1 and #2. I like this cover, and I like this cover, but the reason why I really picked it up is because of what kind of bag of boards is in it. You know, so I was just like, I'll just throw it in there. I like the bag of boards it's in, so yeah, so whatever. I know they're not worth nothing really. I think this is the variant cover. I'm not sure. I really haven't looked it up, but I like it. I was really happy this was in there. It's 52, week 9, and this is the first appearance of Kate Kane as Batwoman. So happy about that. In fact, I saw somebody's video where they was talking about this, and it was funny. I had just seen it maybe a couple of hours before I went to go to this tent sale, and lo and behold, this was in there, and this was the only 52 book I could find, and this was it, and I was like, oh, perfect. And then I also found The Death of the New Gods #1. I had to get it because of the Jim Starlin art, and once I looked inside, and I need to read it, but it looks amazing on the inside, and anything New Gods right now I'm gonna pick up anyway. So they definitely still making the movie, so but can't wait to see a trailer for that. That's gonna be interesting, especially after seeing Aquaman and Shazam trailers and the Teen Titans. All right. All right, the next one I got was Secret Empire Uprising #1, because I really like this cover. And then they also had the variant, which I like that cover too. So picked up the variant and the regular. I don't know who did this variant, but I like it. But I'm digging the regular cover more. Something about it, I just really like it. All right, then it has the Superior Iron Man #1. And picked up 2 copies of that because I've never picked up this copy, and it's a #1. Why not? And then I picked up issue #5. Really reminds me of an old Tales of Suspense cover, so had to get it. But not only that, I think there's the origin of Kid Abomination. So origin issues do go for some money, and so why not? And I need to read it to find out if it is the origin. But I think it is. In fact, I don't know what his first appearance is, though. Might be that issue #1. I know he's in issue #1. I was happy to find this Invincible Iron Man #1, but the variant edition. Rob Landerfield variant edition. Homage to New Mutants, uh, 89. So happy to find that. And then found a Marvel Point 1 issue. Now this is not the one that has a first appearance in it, so can't win them all. And then Marvel Action Universe #1, and this is supposed to be based on the TV series of Firestar, Spider-Man, Iceman. So actually I haven't seen this cover, haven't seen this book since back in the day. So, and I've gone hunting a lot and I never see this book, so surprised to see it. So I was happy to pick it up and throw it in the box. Then they had Contest of Champs variant edition #5. Just picked it up. Just it looked interesting. I definitely want to read it. Never did get the whole series. Didn't get a chance to read it, so I think I'll probably pick it up along the way whenever I get it for cheap. Now they definitely had a huge section of Deadpool, so I was very happy to get a couple of good books out of there. Now I got Night of the Living Deadpool #2, and I got 2 copies of that, and issue #4. I wish they had issue 1 and issue 3 so I could have the complete set, but they didn't. And actually, these go for money if you have the complete set. So if you see them, pick them up. Same thing with this one, Return of the Living Deadpool. That's issue #1, issue #2, issue #3, and issue #4. So I was able to get the complete set of this one, and the whole set goes for about 45, 50 bucks raw. So I could definitely tell you that if you have them in near mint condition, just get them all graded, all of them, and sell the whole thing graded as a set, and you'll make a good return. It's definitely they're rare, so that's another thing. They didn't make but so many copies of this, and it's very hard to find in high grade. Now this one right here, Deadpool versus Carnage #3. I actually read this book. Man, Carnage is vicious. That's all I gotta say. This book is crazy, and what he did to Deadpool, man, the way he cut him up, kind of like makes it where Deadpool really don't stand a chance against Carnage for real. For real, it's kind of crazy, even with his healing power. So it's kind of crazy how Spider-Man all this time has not been killed by Carnage. So, but anyways, this was a very good series. The inside art is good. The story's good. I wish he had the full run of it, but well, not he, but the comic books. I wish they had the full run there, but maybe somebody already took it out of there. But there was only 2 issues left of this issue. So, then we had Deadpool Dracula's Gauntlet #1. Then we got issue #2. Issue #3. And then issue #6. So 4 and 5 is missing. Haven't had a chance to read this either. I definitely need to read it. Alright, then we got Deadpool Last Days of Magic #1. Need to read this one too. Then we have Deadpool and the Mercs for Money, issue #1. This is the variant edition. The Stingray variant edition, the toy. Alright. And I like how the whale has Deadpool's little mask thing right there. You see that? Alright, then we got Deadpool, the Mercs for Money, issue #1 also, and this is the other variant edition where they beating up on MODOK. And then we got issue #2 variant edition. Then we got issue #3. Issue #4 variant edition where they're beating up on Sugar Man. And then we got issue #4 also, slapstick toy one, And you see, he even got the Deadpool slapstick. You get a mallet, all that stuff. Slapstick is a crazy character. Then we got issue number 5. And then issue number 5 variant edition. Now I'm gonna say this series right here is just off the wall. It's crazy. Definitely you should read this. This is hysterical, and not only that, um, I'm not gonna go into the story, but it's just good. You definitely should get it. I had a fun reading it. It was great. Then Deadpool Secret Wars, issue number 1, and 2 copies of that one. Then issue number 2, and 2 copies of that one. Alright, you guys. Now, the one you definitely want is issue number 3. Now, issue number 3 is important because it's supposed to. Now, this is not. It says Secret Wars on it, but it's not the Secret Wars tie-in, okay? It even says at the beginning it's not a Secret Wars tie-in. In fact, this is supposed to be in continuity. It's supposed to. Basically, he's supposed to have been at the original Secret Wars, and it shows all the stuff that happened that they didn't show in the original Secret Wars. So it's kind of crazy. And in this issue right here, this Deadpool actually gets the black symbiote costume before Spider-Man comes in there, and he winds up doing a couple of things with it, and then he decides to put it back into the machine where and then Spider-Man comes and he says, hey, they told me I could get some, there's a machine here that makes clothes, and so he pointed to him over there, and he that's how Spider-Man wound up getting the black symbiote costume, and that's kind of explains why the symbiote costume goes crazy, because it winds up having Deadpool first, and Deadpool is crazy, so very interesting how they redid all that. So definitely issue that I'm gonna say is a key. Not only that, this book actually, if you go look on eBay right now, you're gonna see that this book actually goes for money. So that people are definitely taking this issue seriously. So definitely, I would tell you get it. So 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 copies were there. So I grabbed, like I said, I'm just grabbing stuff. Like when I see something, I'll just grab the whole thing. That's what I did. And then after I looked over it, whatever I didn't want, I put back. But I was just snatching whole run. I was, because there was so many people there, you had to you just didn't know if you was gonna be able to get it if you don't grab it. So I had to grab stuff. So all right, so the next one is Deadpool's Art of War, issue number 1. And then issue number 2. Haven't had a chance to read this series yet, but I heard great things about it. Issue number 3. And issue number 4. So all 4 issues were in there. So happy to get the whole thing. Alright. Now we got Deadpool versus Thanos, issue number 4. Really digging. This is just the regular cover, but I'm digging it. I like how you have Eternity right there, and then you got Lady Death, and then Thanos with his power, and then you got Deadpool right there being held by Mistress Death. I just like this cover. Really like it. So 1, 2, 3 copies of that one, and then also the variant of number 4. So 1, 2, 3 issues of the variant. The ending of this story is crazy. I've actually read this. This is just a crazy story. It's crazy because Thanos wound up getting in a fist fight with Eternity. It was crazy. But anyways, definitely read this if you get a chance. It was very, very interesting. All right. Alright, we got Deadpool Massacre #1. And it was 2 copies of that one. Really like this cover. I haven't had a chance to read this book yet. Then we had Deadpool versus X-Force #2. And issue #3. So I'm missing 1 and 4, I think. And I think it was only a 4 issue. But happy to get those 2. Whoa. Alright, Deadpool biannual #1. In fact, there's the land cover. No, it's not. No, it's not. My bad. Alright, then we got Deadpool #5. Then we got Deadpool #9. Then we got Deadpool #17. The Good, the Bad, the Ugly, and 2 copies of that one. And actually, this book actually goes for some money, and I don't know why. I'm clueless on it, so I don't know what's so important about the issue, but it's something about it. So, Then we got issue #23. I need to read it to find out. Very interesting cover right here from the aliens. Deadpool 31. There's a Mark Brooks cover. Alright, then we got issue #32. Then we got issue #33. And then we got issue 35, which is another Mark Brooks cover. And then issue 38, which is a homage to Uncanny X-Men. What issue is 212, I think. So 2 copies of that one. And then we got issue 39, which is another Mark Brooks cover. And then we got issue #40. Really liking this cover right here. Then we got issue 44. Alright, so that's it for Deadpool. Now we got all new X-Men #6 variant edition. I'm trying to think of who did the cover. I don't know who did this one. Can't really tell. And then we got all new X-Men #20. And I had to pick it up only because it's Scott and X-23. And it was 2 covers, and 2 of them, and I like the yellow. The yellow just, I don't know, makes it just a whole lot better. Alright, then got Invincible #100. And this is actually a wraparound cover. So, and then I didn't know about this issue at all. It's called Soul Saga issue #3, but it's a Stephen Platt series. And if you know me, you know I like Stephen Platt. So definitely had to get it. I was like, man, I wish the whole run was there, but that was the only issue I found besides this one right here also. This is what is this one? The collected edition #1. So, and I'm digging that cover, and like I said, so yeah, I'm trying to find the full run of this, but I definitely, if all of them are already in this book, then I need to read this. But I'm gonna read both of them and see. But I'm definitely Stephen Platt. Love Stephen Platt. Was very happy to find those 2 books. Never seen that before. I didn't even know he did a run like that. Alright, then we got the Prowler, the Clone Conspiracy tie-in issue #1. and this is the female Prowler. Then we got issue number 2. Then issue number 3. And I'm really digging the covers. I really like them. And then issue number 4. Alright. Alright, and then they had Ultimate X issue number 5, which is the last issue. And I love this issue because this is the issue where Ultimate Hulk beats up on Sabretooth. Like, at the beginning of the book, Sabretooth destroys Jimmy Hudson and just almost kills him. And then, but luckily he gets saved. And then, so that she winds up going to get, she finds Ultimate Hulk, she finds Bruce Banner and asks him to, get payback on Sabretooth, and, they'll owe him or whatever, so they'll do him a favor. So he winds up going to find Sabretooth at a bar and whoops the hell out of Sabretooth. It's crazy. So definitely you need to see, if you haven't read this issue, you should definitely pick it up and read it just for the fact that Sabretooth guy's butt whooped really bad. So yeah, it was great. And then the Age of Century number 1, which I don't know why I got it. I just looked at the cover and I was like, let me just throw it in the box. So I did. Haven't had a chance to read it yet. And then this cover right here, I really like. Batman the Outsiders number 4. And that's the reason why I picked it up, because I'm really digging this cover. I like the fact that they're shaking hands right there, but as you can see, she's holding her batarang behind her back. Then he's holding his arrow behind his back right there. Right there. So yeah, I just like that. And I like I don't know, this cover it was calling me, so I don't know. Alright, and then now I definitely was happy to get this. Now, if you've been reading Old Man Logan lately, you know that there's a new character called Vendetta in there. She's after Bullseye, and it seems like she's going to be a great character in the future. But before she became Vendetta, her first appearance was in this issue right here, Bullseye number 1. And she is a S.H.I.E.L.D. agent, if I remember correctly. I don't remember, but this book is just awesome. If you haven't read this, you should read this. Like, Bullseye, the way he just kills people is just crazy. And not only that, it's just, man, the whole run of this right here was just awesome. The art, I will say, could have been better art, but it was just a good story. So, got 1, 2, and 3 copies of her first appearance before she became Vendetta. So, very happy about that. And then got issue number 2, which this issue right here is, yeah, it's even more crazier than this issue. So if you read this issue, you definitely need to read this issue. Like I said, it just gets better. So, and then not only that, they add 2 more people to the story, 2 more villains to the story in this that make it even more interesting. So then we got She Cardina number 1. Never seen this before. I just like the cover, so I picked it up, and it's a number 1 issue, so why not? And then I was really happy they had this. They had Michael Turner's Phantom issue number 1, and this is the cover that's sought after and is actually worth some money. So I was surprised to see that there. So very happy about that. And then this one I just picked up because it also had a really nice bag and board. So I just picked, and it's a number 1. So it's the Fuse number 1 from Image Comics. So haven't had a chance to read this, but it's not really worth anything because I looked it up, but don't matter. Then this is the only book that actually was a Bronze Age book. So out of everything I found, so is the Micronauts issue number 32. And I only got it because I want to fill. It's a filler for my Micronauts run. So if you've been seeing all my hauls, you've been seeing I've been buying collections, and a couple, I've been getting Micronauts issues here and there in collections, so just trying to fill the whole run. And then I never saw this book ever, so I was just like, I'll just grab it since, it's an interesting cover. It's Stigman, Stigmata, issue 0. It's like a all foil cover. And then they had issue number 2. And I will say this, I actually like the art inside. I need to read it to see if it's any good. And then we have issue number 3. So just missing issue number 1 and I guess issue 4, if it's a 4 issue or more, I don't know. But definitely was interesting in getting it just to see, because I've never seen it before, and the covers were just calling me. Alright, so I saved the best for last. Out of everything I got, the thing that made me the most happiest, and I couldn't believe they had them there, and I couldn't believe, I was just like, man, this is crazy. But right now, if you've been keeping up with the market, anything Spawn related right now has gone through the roof. So the first appearance of Angela in Spawn number 8 has gone up a lot, especially CGC 9.8 copies. And you best believe that if she's ever to appear in the MCU, because now she's in the Marvel universe, uh, her first appearance in the Marvel universe is going to skyrocket. So her first appearance was in Age of Ultron, book number 10, issue number 10. I actually got the regular covers. I got like a couple of them with just the regular cover, and they made a whole bunch of variants. But out of all the variants, there's only 2 variants that are worth a lot of money, and that's because she's actually on the cover of those 2 variants. The other variants, she's not on the cover at all. So, and not only that, they're the most rare variant. Well, no, it's one that's more rare than the 2 that I'm talking about, but the one that's even rarer than those 2, she's not on the cover. So that's why the 2 covers that I'm talking about are the ones everybody goes after. So I was surprised to see this, but they actually had them, and they're still in the original poly bag, haven't been opened, and they are the Angela variant, the color one. So it's 1, 2, 3 of the color, and you could just tell by it says at the bottom. So that's how you could tell which variant. Like they had a Brooks variant, then they had somebody else's, then they had an Ultron variant, and then the one that's even more rare, the most rarest one of them all, is not even poly bag. It's just you'll see the cover and everything. It didn't come in a poly bag. So I was very happy. These 3 alone, if you've been keeping up with the market, you know how much these go for. Like, they go for some money. But the one that really goes for some money is this one, the sketch one. This one's even more rare than this one. So it's basically the same cover, but this is the sketch one. So it was 1, 2, 3, 4 of them. Now, raw copies of this bag still, right now, sell for about $60 to $70. So, on eBay, just recently, one sold for that much. So, you can check it out for yourself, and you'll see. So, to get 4 copies of it, if I was to just sell them for 50 a piece, that's $200 right there. And not including these right here, the color ones. But I plan on getting all of them CGC, and definitely I'm going to keep them, and hopefully they introduce her in the Marvel Universe so I could really, eventually really cash out on these books over here. So this made the whole thing worth it. It was raining hard that day. It was just crazy. So, but once I saw this, I was a very happy camper. So definitely was worth going in the rain. So thank you everyone for staying for this long video of this short box that I got from my LCS tent sale. And Thank you everyone for buying some on my Amazon store. If you're new to my channel and you've never bought anything from my Amazon store, I sell everything. I don't sell too many comics on there, but I sell everything else. Just go on there and look, and there's over 1,000 items. The link will be in the comments section. I got a link for US and Canadian shoppers. And thank you everyone for subscribing to my channel. I'm almost at 1,000 subscribers. And once again, if you're feeling bad, go read a comic. It'll make your day. And until next time, happy comic book hunting, my comic book brothers and sisters. Peace.